Am I audible, students? Okay. So now let's start the discussion. I hope in the previous session, we already completed 6 p.m. CSV. Under that, so different type of examples has done. One more example I want to do it. There is a dynamically creation of CSV file, but that will take only for 15 minutes. And my plan of action is like this. Go to files once and see this now. Once you see index of files in this place. So we did with this. And one more example I decided to tell that will take only 10 minutes or 15 minutes it will take. And later this topic will start. What I do is, already you know this, last 15 minutes, if I have the time, I will tell you. First, let me complete the fresh topic. After that, I will go for this 15 minutes time. Okay, na? So that you'll have the freshness in topping the new topic. I will tell you this example. Okay. Let us start working with what? Working with OS based operations. Working with OS based operations. After a few minutes, after the completion of this topic, I will go for CSV file dynamically how to create it. That is also very simple, not a difficult. Let's start with this topic. So indirectly dealing with OS module or OS module. We are discussing about OS module. Come on, students. What we can do with OS? What is OS which we learned in my class? OS is one of the last two students. Sit with everybody. Last two. Come fast. Last four. Come and sit with everybody. Daily, I need not to tell you what is this process of telling every day. Sit with everybody. So here, OS is nothing but what I said. OS is one of the resource allocation manager. Resource allocation manager, not only allocating the memory, it allocate CPU services, secondary memory services, keyboard services, all. Resource allocation manager. And what next? Deallocation manager. Deallocation manager. This is what internal services of OS. But what a programmer can do with OS, just that is what I'm going to deal with. With OS, as a programmer, you are going to do something like this. What operations you do with OS, that is what we are dealing with. This concept, basically, meaning of this topic is what a programmer can do with OS. That is our topic, correct? What we do with that OS. See, for example, I'll go to right click, say new. I will do what? Creating a folder. KVR is a folder I created. Is I am doing with the OS or not? Number one. Number two is what? I will go to that, select that folder and say more options and click on where rename. I will take it as what Python I am going to take. What is this operation called? Renaming the folder. Renaming the folder. And next what I am going to do? I will go for it. I said delete. I said delete. The folder has gone. What are the three operations you have done it? Come on. A programmer can do with OS the following operations. A programmer can deal with, a programmer can work with. So with I'm going to do with the underlying OS, that is with the existing OS, a programmer can do the following. What is the first one? You observed it. Number one, create a folder. Create a folder. That is number one operation. Second operation, you see, next, what is the next operation you observed it? Delete the folder. Delete the folder. Delete the folder. Right or not? Next, after that, we observed it. Create a folder. Delete the folder. Next is for somewhere else we did what? Rename a folder. Correct or not? Rename. Rename a folder. Rename a folder. Done. And you go to the place here, you go to one place, here it is 6 p.m. and take something like files, you take it. This is my file. My files are there here. My files are there somewhere else. This is my index. See, this is called one file name or not? This one, index of files or streams in Python, is called what? One file name. What I do? I will click that file. I will go for what now? Show more options. What is this now? Say delete. What I am deleting now? Deleting the file name. Is it a file name or not? I am deleting one file name. I will go to what next? I'll go for what? Show more options. I say rename. Renaming a file name also. So I will mention that part also. Rename a folder or rename a file also. I will take it. Of course, that is going to be taken as rename a file name. Rename a file name also, I can take it. Next is called what? For example, I am entering one folder name. What is my folder name? Data types, for example. Under the data type, there is a under that there is a data type called list data type. List data type. In the list data type, there are so many files are there. Somebody is asking, I will enter the folder name. I'll enter the folder name. This is called files. In the files, there are a lot of files are there. List the files in the folder. List the files in folder. List the files in folder. I'm giving one folder to you and I'm asking show all the folders, all the file names in the folder. I'm asking list all the .py files. List all data files. List all CSV files. List all Java files. List all C files. Are you following me? So that is called one more operation we do. What is the next one? List the files. List the files in folder. List the files in folder. Are you able to follow? Next, creating the folder. Okay, next extension to that. I want to create a folder like that. India. In India folder, I want to create what? TS Telangana state. In the TS folder, I want to create HYD folder. In the HYD folder, I want to create what? Python folder. I want to create Python folder. What is this now? What is this India folder is called? What is this TS folder is called? What is this HYD folder is called? What is this PI folder is called? This is called root folder. Spell out root folder. This is called which one? Subfolder. Spell out. What is this HYD is called subfolder we can call. Spell out subfolder like that. Root folder. In the root folder subfolder, subfolder like that we are going on taking. This is called what? Creating folders hierarchy. At a time I want to create multiple folders. The second one is called what? Come on. Create folders hierarchy. Folders hierarchy. Are you able to follow? Next what? Delete a folder. Delete one folder at a time. Create one folder at a time. I want to create multiple folders. Next, suppose I am having India folder. In the India folder, there is a TS folder. In the TS folder, there is a HYD folder. I want to delete a total folder hierarchy. Totally, I want to remove. Delete folder will delete one folder at a time. I want to delete the complete folder. For that, what? I will say what now? Fourth one is called what? Delete. Come on, students. Delete folders hierarchy. Complete folders hierarchy. What is the next one? Fifth one is called what? Rename a folder. Rename a folder. Now next, the sixth one is called what? Rename a file name. Next is called what? Seventh one is called what? List the files in the folder. This is seventh one. I will go for what now? Remove a folder. Remove a file name. Remove a file name. Remove a file name. I want to remove a file name. Folder is different from file name. List the files in a folder. Are you following? Now the question is, these are the operations we do as a programmer with the OS. Correct? Now I am asking one general question. General knowledge question here. So first I want to ask you one small question. Who are the BTech CSE students here? BTech CSE in this class. Okay, 2 students, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. Girls, BTech CSE. Okay, ma'am. Anybody else? Okay. So I will take you. Are you CSE? You are CSE. Oh, no, going on, no. CSE, no? Oh, stand up. CSE, stand up. You also CSE. Now the first question is, anybody in 3, among 3? One more is there, CSE? Oh, stand up. Why mask always? Any virus? No. Okay, no problem. So now coming to the point back. Now the first stand properly. Now I'm asking, what is the difference between file name and folder name? Collection of files is folder. Okay. What is the file name? Huh? What? Can you come here once? Copy .py .txt or called file name. Examples. Okay. This side example definition you said. Collection of files is called folder. What is the definition of file? Okay, not a problem. Straight up. Because not a okay. Straight up. Okay. So file name, collection of records. Okay. Now. Okay, file name along with file extension. Okay. Okay. Collection of words. Somebody said collection of words. Now I am saying, when you say the answer now, people should say what? Like that. People should say like that. When you say the definition, when people says not satisfied, there is no meaning. Okay, what you said, okay, I'm not saying correct or wrong, but I say the definition. I say something, you will say definitely, yes, sir, it's really worth of it. Okay, students, come to the point back. Now I'm saying file name does not take memory space on the file name takes memory space on the hard disk. Folder name does not take memory space. Folder name is also one file name which does not take memory space. File name is a one which takes memory space. And there is no rule that every file name is a part of folder name. There is no rule that every file name is a part of folder name. And don't think that folder is a collection of files. I may place it, I may not place it. Folder name does not take any memory space. File name will take some memory space on the hard disk. Are you following? Every folder name is a file name, but it does not take what? Memory space. A file name can take what? Memory space. Go to the example. Go to the example. Now I am going to say 6 p.m. See students, these are all called what? Anonymous, ATM. These are all called what? Come on, come on. What is the size? What is the size? No size. No size. Okay. Go to CSV. Go to CSV. What is happening now? Coming to the point back. Here it is containing notes. Is a folder or not? Which does not contain any, because it is called File folder does not take any size. Book is called one Excel file taking what? 1 KB. There are some sort of memory space is taken, right or not? Yes. Did you understand the difference? Is the difference is solid difference. So is it wow definition or not? Yes. So no, don't say that. You should not, you should feel that. You should not express that. Are you following? So did you correct by yourself? Right, students. Now tell me, every folder name is a file name, but folder does not take memory space. File name is taking memory space. That is the difference. Understood? Well, now I'm going to enter into the further. So for this above things, I need to write a piece of code to work, to deal with the above operations. To deal with the above operations, we use to deal with the above operations in Python. In Python, we use a predefined module called, we use a predefined module called what? OS. OS. What is the module name? OS. CSV module. Next is called what? Pickle module. Are we seeing the operations in that or not? Now I'm going to take which module here? OS module. Let us start taking about the one by one. I will start taking this code. First one, first concept, program. Second concept, program. All of them I will go for writing the coding. Shall we start off? Let us start writing this. Open the notes. Open the notes. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will create, write a Python program which will create a folder, which will create a folder, which will create a folder. Now, look at students. Now I'm going to enter into this place, PyCharm. Now I'm taking PyCharm. Online students, did you understand this concept? Before the program, I'm going to confirm from you. Is it understandable to everybody? Right, students. Let us move to the further. Now I'm going to deal with. Okay, students. Good. So let us close this part. Close this part. Now I'm going to take up. Here I will close this project. Close this project. Now I'm going to deal with a new project. 6 p.m. 6 p.m. OS. 6 p.m. OS I'm taking. Let us start working on this place. System is very fast like you. Are you writing the notes daily? Reading also? Practicing? Yeah. Everything yes, sir, but I have to check one day. Okay. Now let us move to the further. Here, observe it. 6 p.m. OS you see. 6 p.m. OS you see. Here, no more folders are there. Only file names are available. Now I'll go to the first program now. So here I'm going to write it. Create. Create what? Folder. Example.py. Create folder example.py. So I'm going to write the description also. Program for creating a folder. Creating a folder. Dear students, now I'm writing one concept also there. To create a folder, we use a function called, we use a function. What is the function, you know? The function name is called mkdir. Spell out mkdir. What is the dir? Folder is also called as a directory. Folder is also called as what? Directory. Directory. Folder alternative name is called directory, which is present in which module? OS module. That's all. Go to the place. Now to create a folder, I will use which module? mkdir. How you can call that? os dot, what is that now? mkdir. I will pass it as what now? Folder name I will pass it. Folder name is nothing but what name? File name. Folder name is nothing but file name. Let me write it. Let me go to the code. Now I wrote first line, aim of that. Second one, how to create it. Now I'm writing. Come on fast. Import OS and modules. It's very easy for you now. Import OS. The total story of the Python with what? Modules only. Correct or not? Yes. Import OS. OS dot mkdir. mkdir. Now I'm writing the folder name. What is the folder name I'm writing? KVR. Where I'm creating that KVR folder? In present working folder only. What is my folder name? Virtual environment 6pm OS. In the 6pm OS, you are going to create what? KVR. This is very important. Creating folders, creating apps in the folder. Very important. In Django level, you are creating a project. In the project, you are creating app. In the project, you have settings.py, views.py, urls.py, manage.py, admin.py, wsgi.py. There are some files are there. You must have some knowledge about how to create folders. So mkdir dot what? KVR. Now I am writing certain sentence there. What is that now? Folder created successfully. Folder created successfully. Verify. So verify, I said verify. So here I am writing KVR, which within where? In the same place only. This is called after all one file name. Run this now. See here, one I here, one I here, one more I is at this place. Right? Let us start this one. Observe it, created or not? What is created here? Folder is created and created successfully, done or not? Well, now students, online students, now I am going to run this code once again. I would like to run this code same thing once again. Whenever I run this same code again, is this already created or not? Will it create again? Huh? Which error will come? File? Good. So let us look into that. File exist error, because every folder name is one of the file name only. So this was already exist. So I will write what here? Try. So along with concept learning, you must know what errors will come. That is called a very good job of the programmer. What is this now here? Print of. No, folder already exists. Don't try to work with like academics. Folder, na? Here folder. Try to run once again. Folder already exists. Are you following? Good. Now students, one more type of folder I want to create. Within the same folder, I want to create one more folder. Slash, I am writing what now? Python I am writing. Python. Here no path is mentioned. There is a KVR and I am saying what? Python. Inside the first it will check Python. KVR. Is the KVR is there? Yes. Inside of that what is created? Python will be created. Try to run this now. Folder created successfully. Are you following me? Check it out. Click on that. Is Python created or not? Yes. In where? Current working folder only. Take care. Now I want to create the same thing. Now I want to go for creating once again. Remove that. I want to create like what? Something like this. What I'm creating? HTML slash Django. I just want to create at a time. I am creating HTML slash Django. What is Django? Subfolder. What is this HTML? Root folder. To create a subfolder, what must exist? Root folder. Do you have such root folder here? No. That means it gives you which error? Very good. File not found error. That if you are deciding that now, you are having knowledge. You are fit for the industry. Automatically, we have that knowledge also. This type of HTML is not there. So it is going to give you what? Error. Which error? Very good. See that now. You will get what? File not found error. File not found error. So I will write the type of exception also here. Except file not found error. Now I'm going to write it. What is this now? Folder does not exist. Folder does not exist. In which case? In this case, folder does not exist. Try to run it. So I got it. Folder does not exist. So what are the exceptions are coming in the case of creating folders? File exist error, file not found error, file not found error. In which case file exist error will come? When the folder name already created, when I am creating the same folder second time, third time, etc., you will get which error? File exist error. If the folder name when you are creating, if you are trying to create the subfolders where one of the folder does not exist, you will get what error? File not found error. Did you understand? Yes. This is comes under what? MKDIR, how to create it. Suppose I want to create this folder in where? In C colon I want to create. C colon. In C colon I want to create. C colon I want to create. In C colon I want to create. What I want to create in this place? Hyderabad I want to create. HYD. Here I want to create HYD. Do you have HYD here? No, no, not there. I want to create today. So C colon what I am writing? HYD. Come on, run this now. Run this now. Folder created. In where? C colon. Go to C colon. Go to C colon. Is HYD created or not? In that HYD, no data is present. Empty. Are you following, students? Now I want to create in HYD. I want to create what? TS. In HYD, I want to create a TS. Run this again. Happily, it is created. Go to the place in HYD. TS folder created or not? In TS, nothing is there. Are you able to follow? Yes. Let us go to the further. Now I want to create. In this case, I want to create. What I want to create? I want to create apple. Apple I want to create. I want to create mango. Mango I want to create. Will it create? No. I will create something like what you know, kiwi. I want to create kiwi. Is it possible to create? No. Before going to create kiwi, it will check for mango creation. Before creating mango creation, it will create for apple. Do you have apple in C? That means MKDIR will create one folder at a time. It is not possible to create more than one folder at a time. Are you following? Let us run. You will get what? Folder does not exist. Are you able to understand? Yes. So, coming to the point of it. So, now in this case, it will create only one folder at a time. Swati, when we create, specify like that, don't think that apple folder first create, later mango folder create inside of it, later kiwi folder created inside of mango. MKDIR cannot do. That is what is my essence I want to bring it. Is it understandable, students? Online students. So, create MKDIR creates what folder at a time? One folder only it creates at a time. If you want to create what next? Folders hierarchy. I will go for what? One more function. My interest is to create what now? Folders hierarchy. So I want to create only one folder I will create. What is my next folder I am creating? KVR. KVR folder I want to create. Yes, no problem. It will be created. In C colon, what is the folder created? In KVR. KVR folder created or not? KVR folder created. So, Giridharan, if we run 3 times with errors, then 3 folders will be created. What is that? So, if we run 3 times with errors, then 3 folders will be created. Giridharan? So, what you are saying, I am not getting. If 3 errors will come 3 times, how answers will come? No. So, I hope, Giridharan, I hope you communicate and you try to look into your thing, what you are saying. I did not understand you. Are you able to follow, students? Now, in order to create folders hierarchy, I have one more function is there. What is the function name? MKDIR is creating one folder at a time. It cannot create multiple folders at a time. In order to create multiple folders, we go for what? Make DIRs. Spell out. Make DIR. MK stands for what? Make only. But here make DIR plural DIRs. Just like a recognition purpose I am saying. What is the difference here? Single. And here what? Multiple. I will write what now here? Folders hierarchy. Folders hierarchy, I am going to mention it. You only decide what will be the next. Write down, open the notes. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Next program. Write a Python program which will create. Write a Python program which will create. Write a Python program which will create folders hierarchy. Folders hierarchy. Which will create folders hierarchy. Which will create folders hierarchy. Understand, students? Yes. So I will go for this same thing. I will go to this file name. Take care, students. Don't take much time. New, and I will take here. Create folders. Create folders. HIERAR. Hierarchy. 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 Example.py. You try to run this now. You try to run this now. Program for creating. Program for creating. Program for creating. What is this now? Folders hierarchy. Folders hierarchy. Folders hierarchy. To create folders hierarchy, what is the concept I said? For creating folders hierarchy, we use function make DIRs. Make DIRs. Present in where? OS module. How do you do that now? Import what? OS. Come on. OS dot make DIRs. Make DIRs of. I will go for it. Make DIRs of. This is MKDIR. Make DIRs of. You mention it. What is that now? C colon, apple, mango. And here I will write here, kiwi. Like this I mentioned it. I say here print of folders hierarchy, folders hierarchy, created, verify. So try to run this. In C colon, there was no such kind of things. In C colon, there was no such kind of things. So try to run this. See, students, now you run it. Folders hierarchy created. Go to the place where we are having apple. In the apple, there is a mango. In the mango, there is a kiwi. That's all. Is it not called a folders hierarchy created? Right? Done. Go to the place. Now I want to create only single folder I want to create. What is the single folder I am creating? India I want to create. It will create even single folder also, no problem. You try to run this. It will create single folder also, no problem. You see, students, C colon you go and India is created or not? India single folder is created. That means with MK make DIRs, you can create single folder. You can create even multiple folders also you can create. You try to run once again, students. You try to run once again. You will get which error? File exists error will come. And you already decided that you carry on, students. So deciding the error by advance is very, very important. So here I am going to say the type of knowledge I already gave to you. So what is this now? Print of what? Folders hierarchy. Folders hierarchy, maybe one folder or maybe already whatever it is. Folders hierarchy already created. Already created. So go to the place, try to run it. Already done. So coming to the point of it, multiple folders can be created without hierarchy. Not possible. It will create one folder at a time. It cannot create all the folders at a time. Not possible. If at all you are interested, you have to use a beautiful logic. So suppose Kiran asked this question. Suppose if I want to ask Kiran question, what I do? I will take it. See, students, LST is equal to Kiran. LST is equal to Kiran. This is one thing. Next is called what? Python. Next is called what? Student. These are the folders I want to create. Student. Right or not? This is called my list of folders decided to create programmatically. For everything, student, you should write a code. For value in LST, for value in LST, what I will do? OS dot mkdir of value. That's all. It will create how many folders? 3 folders. Try to take it. Here I will take it. I will go to this place, new. I will say multiple independent folders, example1.py. So there I am going to write it, this data. So here multiple independent folders, example1.py. I will say what now? Import what? OS. Import OS. Now I will try to write it. Try. What is this now? If any exception is coming, I will say what? except. And what is this now? File exists error. Now I'll say print of what? Folder name already exists. You'll get it. Try to run it now. And I'll say here, something like what, some name. I say folder created. So created. You try to run it. In the for loop only I'm going to say. Now I'm going to say here. Say time dot sleep of what? 2 seconds. And I will say comma what? Time. And it is going to done. See students, try to say where I am creating this folder. That is also very important. Where I will create in C drive you want, you can go for C drive. How do you go for C drive here? Come on. Inside of that C colon in this place plus I can say like this. str of what? Value. What is this now? Concatenating now. Are you able to follow? If you remove this kind of thing, what will happen? It will create in where only? In this same place only they are going to create. Are you able to follow? Try to run this now. Dot format of what now? Well. So done. How to create this now? Try to run this now. So what is happening? Kiran folder created. Python folder created. Student folder created. Start. See. What is created? Kiran folder created. Python folder created. Student folder created. Done. Yes. So, Kiran, are you happy? Yes. So, whatever task you have, you should able to do that. How do you do this? When full of subject, any task you can do it. You want, go to the C place. You want to do this in C place. You can happily say what? C colon, like this, plus of val. str of val not necessary. By default, it is str only. Try to do that. Kiran folder created. Next, Python folder created. Student folder created. Program stops. Go to the place. C colon. Kiran created. Python created. Student created. Wherever you like, you can create it. Easy? Dead easy. So for everything, subject is most important. Okay, students, done. Next, go to another part of it. Done. Did you understand this part? Did you understand this? Folders hierarchy created. Next, what is an exception you observed it? File exist error. So coming to the point of it. Folders hierarchy, root folder with subfolder and sub-subfolder using mkdir. Suresh, very good. That is your observation. Good observation. Delete a folder. Delete. Come on. How do you make a folder? mkdir. Delete a folder. Opposite, tell me. OS dot. Huh? What is that? DLDIR. Okay. Next. DLDIR. Okay. Next. Make opposite enter. Make opposite. DKMK na. అదేదో తమిళనాడు పార్టీ లాగా ఉంది అది. Come on, expect. Make remove, make opposite is what? Okay, I ask it. MK, this is called what? RMDIR. RM is what? Remove. That's why you need to read some English papers or something. When we speak Pakka Telugu language speaking by standing outside, Pakka local language with speaking, this will not give you subject. So RMDIR and pass what here? Folder name. Folder name I am passing here. Let us go to the RMDIR. What is RM stands for? Remove. What is MK? Make opposite. That's all. So make something good. So now I'm going to write. Open the notes. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will remove a folder. Which will remove a folder. Which will remove a folder. Students, now I'm going to take up remove folder. Now I'm going to take remove folder example.py. Remove folder example.py. There I'm going to say program for removing a folder. Program for removing a folder. Removing a folder by using here only I'm writing a function. By using a function, come on, RMDIR of present in where? Present in OS module. There only I'm writing present in OS module. That's all. Come on fast. Import OS. OS dot RMDIR of folder name you pass it. I am passing here KVR. KVR I am passing which is there in where current working folder. If it is successfully present na, folder removed. Folder removed. Verify. Verify. Are you following me? Students, verify. Is the KVR is there in current folder? Yes, it is removed. But dear students, when you are removing any folder, especially any except OS, except native OS, except original OS, with OS, Java can communicate. With OS, Python can communicate. With OS, some other language also can communicate. That means from Python side, an instruction is going. A program is going to remove the folder. In where? Underlying OS. So OS people are not giving permission for the person of any other language people to remove the folder when it contains internally some file name. That means to remove the folder must be empty. That is what I want to say. This is not the case with what? OS. In OS, directly I will go to the place. I can say, for example, E:, you see some example here, some Roman is there. Is it a folder or not? In the Roman, I am having some Roman folder and some file names are there or not? What I do? Simply go to this place. Here, there is a Roman now. I'll simply go to where? Show more options. I say what? Delete. It is gone. And a Roman internally contain Roman folder. In the Roman folder, there are some file names are there. With OS, directly I can remove the folder which contains some subparts. But when you are writing the Python program to remove the folder must be empty. Folder must be empty. But KVR folder contains one Python is there or not? If any RMDIR contains the folder, where the folder contains some file name, OS will not permit. That time you will get which error? OS error will come. Spell out. Try to run. you will get OS error. Are you seeing this OS error? Read out now. The directory is not empty. Windows error will come. Windows 145 error will come. Directory is not empty. KVR folder is not empty. So you must handle that exception. While I am doing some changes in my hard disk, which OS is not permitting to you. So except what is this now? OS error. Now I am saying that folder, specified folder does not empty. Specified folder is not empty. Make sure that it should empty. Make sure that it should be empty. It must be empty. Are you following me? Run this code. You'll get specified folder is not empty. Make sure that it must be empty. So I will do what? Okay. So I understand that RMDIR cannot remove the folder when it contains something. What I do now? I say, what is this now? Python I am specifying. Which one will be removed now? Or for example, okay, that you remove it. Now I am saying Kiran here. Kiran is empty only now. That I will run. Run this now. See that Kiran gone. Folder removed. Kiran folder gone. Now I will write again you are running the Kiran, which was already removed, which is not there. You try to run once again. You will get what? Huh? Your OS error correct. Who is that? Correct. Really correct. Correct. Who said that? Really correct. You said? Hmm? Correct. You only said? Back said. Said? Wrong answer that is. So, it is already removed, ma. It is already removed. It is a file name. It was already removed. What error? File not found error. Giridharan, correct. It is not there, na. How can you remove that? Folder name is a file name which is not there. File not found error will come. So what is this now? Actually, folder not specified. Don't think that OS error is coming. I'll show you that. Before that, I will write here except what is this now? File not found error. File not found error. I will write it. Print of what? File, folder does not exist. Folder does not exist. Now you run it. Now see that folder does not exist. That means OS error in OOPS. OS error is a boss for what? File not found error. When I did not specify the subordinate role and then super boss role will be performed by what? Boss only. Are you following? If you go to big hotels, if you go to 5-star hotels, there is a master who will just see the taste of it. He will tell the formula for everybody. Vegetable cutting person and cleaning person, these are all separate people will be there. He is a master for all these people, boss for all. One day this cutting person is absent. Master only will cut it and he will see the taste also. Like that, if any person is absent, this person only will take care. Like a OS error is a super class for file not found error only. And I wrote file not found error first. Later I wrote what? OS error. Now, even in this case, both of them I will remove. I will simply write what? Oops, something went all wrong also I can write it. Oops, something went wrong also I can write it. Let us remove that and I can write what here? Exception also I can write it. Are you following? Exception also I wrote it. What is the answer is coming? What is an exception? Folder is not empty. What is an exception? What is an exception, my dear students? Go to exception handling, 6 p.m. చదివితే కదా ఎప్పుడన్నా book open చేస్తే కదా. So you need to open the book. See that hierarchy chart. My Indian Constitution. What is exception? What is an exception? What is this now? Base or super class for all the exceptions in Python. In NumPy, int, float, bool, int 16, int 32. Super class for all of them is what? Object. Object is the boss for all the types. Exception is the boss for all types of exceptions. Easy, simple. So, dear students, already explained or not? So further, I said ETC, OS error, file not found error, file exist error, all those things, EOF error. These are all called what? Types of errors or not? All errors in Python are called what? Exceptions. Who is the superclass for all the exceptions in Python? Exception. Even I wrote exception also. But when I write exception, it can handle every exception. But I should not write it. I should not give every task to the boss only. And I should write what? If you are a super powerful programmer, you must write what? Specific errors I need to write it. This is a style of writing. Look at that. I'm writing once again. This is called what? Folder does not exist. Now I'm writing. KVR I'm writing. What is the KVR here? Folder exists or not? Which contains one subfolder. Which error? OS error. Now this is OS error. See that? What is this now? Specified folder is not empty. Make sure that it is an empty. Yes, I understand. Now I'll say what? Now I'll say what? Say what here? Python, I will write it. Now what it removes first? First it goes to KVR. Inside the KVR, what it will look? Now it will remove. See the Python. It is gone. Python gone. Folder removed. You run it once again. KVR does not contain. Only KVR is available. You try to run once again. It looks for Python. Do you have that? Which exception? Yeah, OS, file not. File not found error. See that this is a style of writing exceptions. Are you following this? Yes. Now, if I try to write this part here, where I am writing in this place, if I am writing in this place, see that some different color came, different color. So the master who is seeing the taste in the big 5-star hotel will be last, first only will come, last, first, last, cutting, mixing, cooking. Last he will come and see the test. He will tell, he said the formula to everybody. That's why it is an error. That's why what I said, first specific exceptions, at the end what? Generalized exception. Try to run it. You are getting what? This only answer is coming. This only answer is coming. This is in some different color it is coming. If you try to run in edit plus now, it will give error. And here it is called what? Answer is coming, but not recommended to write like this. I hope you are understanding this. So what is that now? Coming to the point back, here it is going to be like this. Are you able to follow? This is a master for all the OS errors. Try to run it. I hope you are trying to understand this concept. Understood? Now try to go for what next? Try to go for next. So something Kiran is asking. Sir, if a folder consists some files, even though I want to remove it, is it possible? I said already in the class, any folder or anything contains, make sure that it should be empty. So you have to listen the class carefully. Are you following this? Removed, file removed. KVR also gone or not? Yes. Even though anything contains inside of it, it is not possible to remove. Understand this? Well, so this is about removing the folders. If I want to remove any folder which is there in C colon, KVR is there. I want to remove that. How do you do that? Take that, go to the place. Here I will take. Here I am taking C colon of KVR. Try to remove. So gone. Folder removed. Go to C colon. There was no KVR existing here. Are you following this? That's all. Go to the place. Now I'm going to say this is about removing the folder. Are you able to understand now? So, right. Suresh. Yes. Question and answer form. Suresh is becoming very powerful now. In morning onwards, he is in fire only. Morning, Pandas level, he said very important points. I'm remembering that. So what happens if a folder have a file when we remove folder? Question mark, answer. We will get OS error. Directory is not empty. Morning onwards, he is on fire. Python fire that is. Good. Suresh, keep it up. So, good. Noor, sir, can I write both errors under one exception? Noor must write imposition. Noor is also on fire. Because morning only I said Noor means 100. Century is century. So I said he must write imposition. I already said handling multiple exceptions possible or not? Yes. Noor is forget. Is good student. He forget the exceptions. So go to the exceptions here. Go to that. So go to that. Various forms of except blocks. Various forms of except blocks. Here, step number 2. In a single except block, we can handle multiple exceptions at a time. This facility is called a multi-exception handling block. I already wrote exception class name 1, exception class name 2, exception class name n. Already explained. In my notes, everything is there. Nothing is there. Everything is there. That is our commitment towards your things. Right. Now, done. Ashutosh, if we have seek drive does not have any permission for the folder to be created, then in this case, what will happen? If we want to create a folder by using Python code, you will get permission error, you will get it. Permission error will come. If you don't have any permission, you will get permission error will come. That is also one type of exception in Python. If permission is there, created. If permission is not there, permission error. Ashutosh, yes, got it. Shall we move forward? Yes. Go to the next. I want to delete the folders hierarchy. Folders hierarchy. Expect it. Expect it. RM. So you are blunder. See here. Remove DIRs. Remove. ఇక్కడ చూసుకోండి మొద్దుబాబులు. There is no carefulness at all. Create folders. What is that? Make DIRs. And you people are no carefulness at all. You're just going on the center of the road. Who is coming? Opposite vehicles, left side vehicles, and nothing. Simply going. No carefulness. One day my student came opposite to my vehicle. Even though horn I gave, he is not caring. He is not taking care about exceptions also. Exceptions always you must have try and except block. So here, make DIRs. I have to go for what? Remove DIRs. So come on now. Remove DIRs. RMDIRs, if you write it, you will get 24 errors will come. Remove DIRs. I must pass what? Folders hierarchy. Which exceptions you got ma here? Remove. File not found error. Next is called what? OS error, you got it. Are you following, students? Now I'm going to say, here I'm going to say, it's not only you. Everybody will say RMDIRs because they will concentrate here only. They will not think about this. They will not think about it. Remove DIRs, folders hierarchy. Folders hierarchy. If it was already removed, what will be coming? Come on. Same sort of errors will be carry forwarded here also. Let me go for it. I will write, open the notes. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will remove. Write a Python program which will remove. Which will remove folders hierarchy. Which will remove folders hierarchy. What is the function name, ma? Come on, what is the function name? Remove DIRs. Remove DIRs. At least if you don't know, even after knowing, you spell out at least 3-4 times by yourself. Nobody is perfect, but you have to show commitment after you got it. Correct or not? Don't design the logic. After learning logic, you be perfect by practicing. Automatically logics will come. Right? So coming to the point of it, folder hierarchy. Folders hierarchy, example1.py. So try to go for it. Go to the place. Here I'm going to write it. I'm taking this questioning here. Done here. Removing folder hierarchy. Folders hierarchy. Folders hierarchy by using function name remove DIRs. Present in which module? Yes, import what? OS. Directly I will write it, mom. Try. Come on, OS dot remove DIRs of what I will write? Hierarchy I will write. Even it will remove single also. Single also. I will write here Python, I will write it. Just Python I am writing. Python is a folder present in my current working directory or not? Yes. Now, you see students, print of what? Folder, hierarchy, hierarchy, removed, verify. Okay. Now I will write what? Except, what is the first one? File not found error. This is the first one to write it. What is this now? Folder does not exist. Folder does not exist. Number one, print except what now? OS error. Yes, I will say what now? Come on. Earlier, I will take care about this message. I'll take care about this message. I need not write the same thing. Specified folder hierarchy. Folder hierarchy. So, hierarchy does not exist. Hierarchy. Folders hierarchy is not empty. Make sure that it must be empty. Try to run this. What is happening? Removed or not? Removed. There is no Python. Only student is there. Earlier Python and student was there. Now you try to run it once again. You will get what? Folder does not exist. Go to the next. Go to the next. Go to this place. In this C colon, apple is there, mango is there, kiwi is there. But you write today what? Don't write everything. Go to the place. Here I am writing, students. I am writing like this. What I am writing? Kiwi, you don't write it. Up to mango, you write it. C colon, C. Like this, you try to write it. You will get what? OS error. Why? Apple contains mango, okay. During this mango contains what? Kiwi. That will give you what? OS error. Because mango contains what? Some folder name is there. You try to remove this. Error. Folder hierarchy is not empty. Error. Suppose you take one small file name. What is the file name I am taking? KV or something like E colon you take it. Something KVR you take it. One CF you carry. CF. You go to the place. You go to C colon. Apple, mango, kiwi. You write one Python file. It is a Python file, py file. You go to this place and say what also here. Kiwi you say. Still you will get error only. What is that error? Folder is hierarchy is not empty. Make sure that it must be empty. Are you following? Right. Go to this place, students. I will remove this now. I will remove that. Now you try to say, in this case, nothing is there. Try to run. It is removed successfully. Folder hierarchy removed. Go to the place here. C colon, Apple related word is not there. HYD and TS that you try to say. Before that, you try to run once again. Is it existing? No. You will get what? Folder does not exist. You will get it. Now you say, students, here I am writing. What I am writing? HYD slash what? Python I am writing. You have seen already, right? HYD slash Python. You try to run it. It is folder does not exist. What is that? Ma? TS. Okay. TS. Go to that TS. You say TS. Try to run it, ma. You see that it is removed. Folder hierarchy removed. So here is not there. Are you following me? Even it can remove single one also. Go to the place. Here I will write it. Kiran. Files, your OS doesn't worry about your case sensitivity. It is removed. Go to the C and there is no name like Kiran. Are you following me? If you try to run once again, it will give you what does not exist. This is about which function? Removed. Got it up? Well, students, now I will move to the further. What is the next case? Next one. Here you are getting. Next what? Rename a folder. Come on, OS dot name. Right. Kavita, good. Rename. What is that now? Rename. Tell me. To rename, what things required? Two things. One is old folder name, comma what? New folder name. Yes. Old folder name, new folder name. Simple. I will go to this place. Open the notes. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will rename a folder. 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 So in that case, it doesn't mean that even though it contains some file names, it doesn't worry about it. Maybe it contains files and everything, doesn't worry about it. Go to the place. Now I'm going to say what? Renaming a folder I'm going to take up. Renaming a folder. Let us go to the place. Now I'm going to take up Python here. Rename folder example. Rename folder example.py. Rename folder example.py. So there I'm going to write it. Program for renaming a folder by using, come on, what is the function name? Rename present in OS module. OS module. Come on, students. Import what? OS. Can you decide any exceptions which are going to come? Come on. OS dot rename of old folder name. If old folder name is not there, simple. So by this time, you must be very good in expecting errors. Except, what is that now? File not found error. Print of what? File of folder. Folder does not exist. Okay, tell me, what is my folder name? Student, I will write it. I will write student, I wrote it, comma, I will write what, student. It will be taking KVR I am passing. So in present working directory, student, what is this KVR is called? What is this SRC and DST? Source and DST. Okay, I understand you are saying full form. But if I'm a student, I will tell what keyword arguments they are called. Keyword arguments they are called. Already discussed or not? By seeing SRC source, by seeing DST destination, this is not a subject. This is not a subject. Subject is what? What is SRC? It is a keyword argument. DST is a keyword argument. Rename function was defined as what? DEF. Rename of what? SRC is a formal parameter. DST is a formal parameter. This is renaming. And the function we are calling as what? OS.rename of some XYZ you are passing, some PQR you are passing. This is assigned internally as SRC for this, and for this DST, it is passing. That is called a keyword arguments mechanism. That is the meaning. SRC full form or DST meaning, if you say it's a problem. So here I am going to say print of what? Folder renamed. Folder renamed. So verify. If that folder name is not there, you'll get file does not exist. Take care. Look at that. Verify. Now see students. Student, you see, it will be automatically renamed with that. So it is renamed as what? KVR. Folder renamed. You try to run once again. It is going to look for source. Do you have source here, student? No, you will get error. File not found error will come. Folder does not exist. That's all. If I want to get it back again, what I will do? Here I will write KVR. Here I will write student. Here I will write student. Here I will write it. To get back to this original, it is going to become student once again. Are you following? That's all. If you want to rename it C colon, India, I will go for renaming it. I will go to this place. Go to the place. Here I will write it. C colon what? India. This I will remove. I will write it what? C colon Bharat. I wrote like this. So try to run it. What is happening? Folder renamed. Go to the C colon Bharat. Are you following this? Anywhere else, you can go for it. But you can You can take only one at a time. Not all of them can be done. Are you following me? Right. Let us run this. You will get what? Folder does not exist, because this was named as what? Like this. Done. This is about renaming folder name. Next what? Go to our content. Renaming what name? File name. Open the notes. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will rename a file, which will rename a file, which will rename a file. Look at. Now I'm going to take up, if we, Mayank, if we change old name folder with the same new name, we will get exception file already exist. If we change old name folder with the same name, we will get. So if it is Mayank is Mayank, what is the need of saying Mayank is renamed as Mayank? Is there any test in that people will say already your name is Mayank only? Why is the need of changing the same thing? You will get already exists. What is the need of that? Mayank, in your answer only there is in your question only there is an answer. Okay. Okay, by mistake, I am also saying by mistake, you will get what? Same error will be coming. Are you following that? So simple that is called. Now I'll go to, what is the next? Rename of, same, file name also rename of. What is the answer now? What is this now? Come on, old file name, what is this now? New file name. I need to pass new file name. Go to the place, here I will go for it. This is a folder related renaming. I want to go for this place, saying here, rename file. Rename file, I will take it. File example.py. Rename file example.py. Copy this and I'll paste it. Here I'm going to write it. Rename a file by using rename file dot example.py. Tell me now, os dot. Now I'll go to this place. Student is there, no name, no file name. So go to this 6 p.m. Here there is a CSV. Here there is a CSV is there. There is a book now. Book is there. Now I will take booklet. For example, booklet. Booklet I want to go for. What is this file extension? What is this file extension? .csv. Take care. .csv. It is a Microsoft Excel comma separated value. Now I'll go to the place. Now here I will write it. Here I am writing this entire thing. Dot what? Book dot what? CSV. CSV. Same thing I will write it. I will write it. E colon, and don't specify D colon or something. In the same location, you need to say booklet dot CSV. Booklet dot CSV. Try to run this. File name renamed. So here what I say, file name does not exist. Try to run it. So you got it. OS error. So here E colon, say here, double slashes, you say double slashes. Same thing, double slashes, you need to write it. Try to run, students. So you try to run this now. You got it, file renamed. If you use anything else, wrong thing, that is slash. Already, you know, in packages level only you got it, renamed. Go to the place, it is changed as what? Booklet. Are you following? So if you run it once again here, students, you will be getting file name does not exist. So this is related to what? How we can rename the file. Easy now? Let us go to next. Come on, next. Remove file name. Write down. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will remove. Which will remove file name, which will remove the file name, which will remove the file name, which will remove the file name. Look at. So what is the point here? To remove a file name, expect it. Remove a file name. Expectation, nothing wrong. Even if you say no internal marks losing. Right. So, good. So, Lohit Kumar and people are saying, okay, all the, whoever said the answer, they said correct. Remove of what you need to pass? File name you need to pass. If the file name does not exist, here in both the places, what error we got, ma? File not found error, we got it. Here also file not found error, we got it. Here also what you will get it? File not found error only will come. Why? The file name is not there. You will get what? Yes. Go to the place. Now I'm going to remove this. Now I'm going to say, students, go to the place. Now I'm saying remove file example.py. Remove file example.py. So now I'm going to copy this. This is a simple for you. Program for removing a file. Program for removing a file. Removing a file. By using what is the function name? Remove off. Remove off. Present in which module? OS module. Now I'm going to say, what is this now? Remove file name. I'm going to take it. Remove file example.py. So students, now I'm going to say OS dot remove of what is that? Source. Now whatever the file is, a source folder with file name you need to specify. Suppose there is one thing called what? NIT. NIT is one of the folder, which is a JPG file, which contains some sort of maybe QR code symbol is there, which I used to tell the coding. So this is present into this NIT present after MUL EXP and profile of something is there. Now I want to go for what? This E, it is present. Now I want to remove that. Take that and say here, go to the place. Now I am writing what I am writing now. NIT.png I am saying. NIT.png I said. What is happening? File removed, I can say. File removed, I can say. Are you following? So file name does not exist. I wrote it. That is satisfied. Run this. What is happening? File removed. Go to the place and check it. MUL EXP, between those two things, it was there. Next is called what? One Java source file is there. STUD demand. STUD demand of what? Java source file is there. That also I want to remove. That also I want to remove. E colon student demand.java. So I can say here STUD demand.java. Try to run this and try to run. File removed. File removed, I want to say. You search it here, it's gone. Demand here it was there. Dot plus file also you can remove. If I run it once again, it is file name does not exist. So here I am writing dot class extension you need to pass properly. You remove that. It is gone. File removed. Are you following? If I run it once again, you will get folder name does not, file name does not exist. That also gone. Are you following? So this is about how to remove the file name. Okay. Now important. Go to the next. Write down. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will list the files. Which will list the files. Which will list the files. Present in folder. Which will list the files present in the folder. Which list the files present in a folder. Come on, OS dot. Come on. So, Vijay Kumar, good. So, list dir. list dir. What should I pass it? Folder. Folder name I need to pass it. If folder name does not exist, what will come? File not found error. File not found error. Let me go to that. Let us go to that now. Example C. So I'm going to use it. List files. Example1.py. Example1.py. There I'm writing. Program for listing the files. Listing the files in a folder. Listing the files in a folder. Okay. Import what? OS. Import OS. Be careful, students. I'll try. Say OS dot list dir. I will pass the folder name. What is my folder name? I will write it today. I will write. Suppose I want to write current working folder. To get the current working folder, what I will write it? Come on. 6 p.m. Come on. 6 p.m. OS. I wrote 6 p.m. OS. What is this is returning, you know, students? 6 p.m. OS is my folder name. All the files will be listed in the left side variable. That left side variable is called what? You know, it is the list. It is going to print what? List. Print of what? Type of what? What names? File names. File names. Are you following? There I will write what? Except. What is this now? File not found error. File not found error. Say here what? Folder does not exist. Folder does not exist. Folder does not exist. Okay. So run the students. Now I'm getting what is this coming? Folder does not exist. It is coming. That indicates it is giving you small error. It is giving you an error. So you must say just for a minute, hold on. So users, KVR and PyCharm projects under that, what is that now? 6 p.m. OS, 6 p.m. OS. Where is the 6 p.m. OS? 6 p.m. OS. Here I am having 6 p.m. OS. You try to take up this entire thing, you copy and try to paste it here. Try to run this now, double slashes. Here, double slashes. Double slashes. Try to run this now. I got what? List. List. Understood? Well, how to print the data? You remove that. Now I am saying here file names. You just see that it will print. I say here print off. I said like this, and I'm printing everything in the form of like that. You see that it is printing. Just observe it. Here you observe it. This is called what? Idea. This folder, all of them are coming or not? Main.py. All of them are coming one by one. What is this idea? It is there here. It is there in the place. Are you following me? For every folder name is also called what? File name. Okay. Go to the place. Now I want to list them. How do you print? How do you print them? If you want to print number of files is equal to comma, what I can say? len of file names. Len is there. You are getting number of files is equal to what? 13 files are there. 13 files are there. To print them, I will use what? For file name in where? File names. File name in file names. Okay. Capital. File names. Print of what? File name. File name. Done. What happens? For loop. Small problem. Small space problem. Try to run it. I'm getting all the file names. Are you getting this? All the getting. Now see students. I'm in present folder. I'm giving complete identity. Typical for me. I don't want to go for it. I will use a dot. Dot says what? Current working folder. Dot represents what? Current working folder. I will go to one small place. Here, CMD. It is the basics of computer science. Go to the place. E colon, CD, KVR, Python, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Now I am in where? KVR Python 6 p.m. Okay. What is my current folder? Huh? KVR Python 6 p.m. You press this DAR. Inside of that, these are all called folders only now. These are all called folders only now. What is this? A dot. Dot indicates what? Current folder. What is my current folder? KVR Python 6 p.m. This dot indicates what? Current folder. Go to one folder again. CD ATM. CD ATM. Say DIR. There is a double dot also will come. What is that dot? Current folder. What is my current folder? What is that double dot? Parent folder of ATM. What is the parent folder of ATM? KVR Python 6 p.m. In 6 p.m. what is there? Only dot. That means only present current folder. Two dots will not be there. Two dots, if you say E refers, E is not a folder, E is the drive. Are you following? Now, if we go to, this is called what, inside of that files are there with the sizes. Directories are there, no folder at all. No sizes at all. Are you following this? So dot refers what? Current working folder. Double dot says what? Parent folder. Now dot only I said. Run this now. Got my output or not? Got my output. Are you following this? This is called the subject of what? Dot. Here dot refers what? Here dot in the bracket refers. Which one? Current working folder. Current working folder. General knowledge this is. Current working folder. Now, students, same thing. I want to go for one more thing. Let us follow this carefully. Go to 2.py. Some number of examples. Let me tell you. Here I will copy. Here I will copy. This I am saying. Now I am taking folder name. Folder name. Now I am saying folder name. Input of. Input of. Enter folder name. Enter folder name. Enter what? Folder name. Enter folder name. I am writing here called what? Folder name I said. So you enter the folder name. From the folder name, I will list all the files. Dynamically, I am taking the folder name. You say that now. You try to run it. I am entering KVR. What is that? Folder does not exist. Now you try to run it. Next, you be careful. Try to run. See that. Carefully try to see. I will take one folder. Which one I am taking? E colon 6 p.m. Files I am taking. Files. Files. I'm having so many files or not? Got it. Now enter this entire folder you say. You see this. This is a complete folder I entered. See that what is printed. All the things are printed. All of them are printed. .py, .py, .py. Everything is printed. Next, go to enter something else. You enter something. You say next, where is it? E colon KVR here 6 p.m. Under the CSV you enter. You take this entire thing. Go to this place. You say this now. It is going to print what? All of them. CSV files are printed. .py files are printed. Everything is printed. Are you following me? This is called what? Listing the files. Getting? Next, I want to get only Python files. I want to get only Python files. Come on, go. This is called 2.py. I will go to this place. Only Python files. I will take up. Here I am entering 3.py. 3.py. Copy this. Here I am taking. Here I am entering. Listing the Python files. Python files only. Python files only in a folder 3.py. if you want, you can take one specific folder where it contains Python files as well as other things. Where is it? I will take this thing. CSV file I am taking. Are you following, students? So here I mentioned it. Here I mentioned it. In this place, getting file names, which is printed all of them. Let me print all of them and see. All the files are printed or not? .py, .py, .csv, .csv, etc. I want to get only files. I want to go for, come on now, remove. As usual, you are getting the file name. There I will write the condition. See, something dot file name dot what? Py will be there or not? There are two logics I will tell you. Number one, file name is always called one type of str. str dot ends with, there is one function I said already. Ends with what? .py. Ends with .py. Did you remember this? Returns true in the case of file name ends with what? .py. If you want only CPP file ends with .cpp. If you want only CSV file .csv, you need to write. I'm writing. If file name dot, what is this now? Ends with what? .py. Beautiful. Print what? \t dot what now? Format of what? File name. Start. Only Python files. Only py files I got it. You want only CSV files? No issue. .csv. No problem. Only CSV. I want to start with only EMP. Starts with EMP. That whatever you want, you can filter it. Are you following, students? So this is called what? Ends with, file name ends with. In this case, you can write something like this. Are you able to follow? So you can write something like this type of discussion. You can write a filter kind of example also. You can take filter. Filter returns true or false. If it is returning ends with .py, it returns true. Otherwise, it returns what? False. You can write that also. Lambda function also you can write it. Lambda returns what? Lambda. So of course, you need to call the function name and everything you need to call. List of file names. So I'm going to say lambda. What you can say? File name. Of course, you need to pass it. Continuously, you need to take lambda. You need to have file name or not? Complete function name you need to write and you need to pass it. That file name and everything you need to pass. Instead of making complicated, I'm just making it as what? Ends with. I hope you are understanding this. So that you are running this only CSV, but according to our question, it is called what? .py. So here I'm going to write it. Able to follow? Next, one more thing I will say. The same thing. If you are interested, I'll write one more here. I am going to say, go to what? 4.py. So here I'm going to say, coming to this place, here, going to this place, 4.py. Here I'm going to take it. File name, you're writing like this. File name dot, you are writing. See, file name is containing something like this. Dot what? Py. .py. You apply the index memory management. What is this now? -1, -2, -3. So .py extension is from where? .py extension is dot starts from -3 to last. -3 to last. I will write it what? -3 colon like this is equal to what? .py close. What is this now? File name you printed. Otherwise, simply run. Go to this place. .py. .csv if you want. Check it out. .csv. -1, -2, -3, -4. This one I will go for what? -4. What is this now? Dot CSV. It is going to give you dot CSV. Are you following? Simple. Are you able to get it or not? Simple. Dot CSV if you want. Dot PY you want. It is your own choice. How you can take care of it. So done. So PY files are shown now. Are you able to follow? I want to see only CSV. Only CSV. Starts with what? File name dot starts with CSV dot starts with the CSV, I will say. It will print only like this. Are you following me? Now, Kiran is asking one more question. That is all very simple. Kiran, you need to read the notes, my dear student. So, your doubt like a previous. Can we remove files and folders from one location to another location? Dead easy, that is called. What I will do? This example, you must follow, my dear student. So, that is one thing I shown you. For example, these files are there now. What I will do? These files are there. I will take, let us follow. In this case, I'll paste it. What is this now? Copy and what? Paste. Dot what? PY. PY. Copy paste dot PY. Copy paste dot PY. Whatever you want. Copy, cut to paste to whatever you like it. Copy paste dot PY. Dot PY. I will take up. I will get the file names. Okay now? I will get the file names. What I will do next? What I will do next? This is called what? From this files I am taking file names, correct? From this place, I got the file names. I will take up without disturbing our classwork. I will take up the CSV is there now. I will put it into where? In Bharat. I will keep this CSV. So I will take up. This is the one. From there, I am going to get the data. Here I am going to get it. So under this, I am going to write it. Double quotes like this. These are all very easy. File names are coming or not? For what is this now? FN in where? File names. Print of what? FN. FN. You just run this code. So you are getting all of them. Today, what I will do? What I will do? I will put that into where? Some other place. Some other folder I need to go for it. What to do? What to do? It is a matter of what? Keeping that into where? Other place. So how do you do that now? Put that entire thing into create one folder. What is my folder I'm going to create? This is a notes folder. This is a notes folder. In this place, I want to, or go for what? One new folder you created. Python is this, and you go to this place. In this place, what I will do? Come on, faster. In this place, I will try to transfer. How do you copy that? How do you copy that? Already I said the copy concept or not? Copy concept. If you can write that. Copy concept, what I said? Read the data from the file. Come on, start. What is my file I will open? Folder name I will open it. What is the folder name? Bharat. So how do you read the content of it? For one file name you take it. FN. In where? FN. In where? File names. File names. Open that FN in which mode? Print what? FN1, FN is coming or not? Simple, student. That FN I will open in which mode? Read mode. Come on. With open. With the open. What is that now? FN, comma, which mode? R mode. R mode. R mode. So file data, for example, file data is equal to what I'm saying. I will write what here as what? FP. As FP. FP dot what? Read. Now I will print the data. Print of what data? File data. For example, for that file name, whatever is available, that FP pointing to this FN, whose content I am going to display. Like that, how many files are there in this place? In this place, Bharat, there are in CSV, there are lot of files are there or not? So those things, for example, I will take one file name only, I will take it. One file name. So here I will take it. Something like 0:2 I am saying. 0:2 means what? Two files only I am taking. Try to run this once and try to run this once. What happens here? CSV file names, folder name does not exist. List dir, what is coming? C colon Bharat, and next is what? CSV. Under that, print of what? File names. File names. You try to print it. So it is coming. So what is the next one I want to print it? Here it is okay. You try to print it. You try to print it. Print of what? FN you say. FN you say. Except. Except. So here, file not found error. Print of FN. Try to take up. So it is going to print two files. Two files. What I will do for that files? This file name, I will open. FN content I want to read. This FN is containing getting the file name or not? How do you open it? How do you open that file name? That file name I will use with open. With open, what I did? Read. So content will be coming. This file name, I can put it into where? Another folder I will copy. How I will put the copy? Transfer that F name into what? Another folder. How do you put it into another folder? That F name, I want to put it into another folder. How do you put that? Create the same name in output mode also. In copy function, first source file I copied. Next what file? Destination file copied. Source file name, destination file name. You write what? Read the data from source file, write the destination file. In this case, both source file name and destination file name will be same. Why? Same copy process will be taken place. Here you try to write copy function code, you write it. Copy function concept I said. With that, all the files will be copied and pasted into where? Into another folder. What is another folder? Bharat folder. In CSV folder. There you copy it. If possible, you try tomorrow and almost time is 7:54. You can easily do. Here you try to do the copy process. Try this code tomorrow. If not coming, I'll try to tell in the class. Okay now? So Kiran, you try to do that, you'll get it. Because copy code I explained in the class. So tomorrow class when I come back, I will explain this things done, this listing the files and everything done. Tomorrow class when I come back, I'll tell you that which one CSV file example I will tell you. Plus this JSON file concept I will introduce tomorrow. Don't miss the concept tomorrow class. Very, very important. Right, students. Thank you. Online students, today time is almost over. And I hope 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock. That is a regular dialogue. So today, 7 o'clock, 54 minutes. So tomorrow I'll clarify your doubts. Today, no doubt session. Tomorrow I'll clarify your doubts. Take care, students. Anybody is having any doubts? Okay, students. Tomorrow I will clarify your doubts. So no more doubts are there now.